All right, hey, it's Chris with Local Licks Rig Rundowns for local musician. I'm here with Henry Wisniewski from Deep6, and we're going to go through his rig. All right.
Yeah, ready. He's doing sound check on me. You want to wait? I will be fine?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, let's start with the Les Paul. So this is Wildwood Spec 50s Les Paul. I bought this brand new about a year and a half ago, but I had it refinned by Josh at Protocaster. Basically, it's refinished to be like the Red Eye, Jason Isbell, that we bought Ed King's Red Eye from Skinner. Red Eye finish, aged to perfection, beautiful.
Nice.
I just got this in a trade. Okay. This is a Fender Mod Shop, which I think really just means they're like one-offs. Put it together. So Jazzmaster, Silver Sparkle. The coolest thing about it is this all rosewood neck. Like there's not even like a label on it. They engrave the name in it and everything, but it's single piece with a skunk stripe down the middle. Pretty awesome guitar. I'm still getting used to it. It's little bit. I had another Jazzmaster. This one's a little different than the other one as far as like tonal quality. Still trying to get it dialed in.
Okay. And what strings are you using on all these?
I use Diodario XL10s on everything. I buy the big box. Right. You know, the box that has like, they're not even like broken up in sets. Yeah, it's just like a
Perfect.
This is actually an interesting guitar. This is a Duesenberg, German company. This is actually out of their custom shop. This is a Star Player. Like a Star Player is played by like Mike from the Heartbreakers plays these. John Mayer's played them before. Okay. But what the custom shop did this rusty steel finish, so it's almost got this like steampunk look to it. Yeah. It's not metal at all. It just looks like it. Totally wood. Yeah. Has this badass. Duesenberg makes their own version of the Big Speed. Thing's rock solid. Humbucker in the bridge. P90 in the neck. I primarily only use the humbucker. And this humbucker, this guitar is a rock machine, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then, of course, being that we're doing Pearl Jam, we got the Mike McCready Stratocaster. This is not the $25,000 custom shop one. This is out of the Mexican facility. But those folks in Mexico, they came up with this really cool way to do this relicing out of that factory. Yeah. It's totally, it's not relic by hand. It's definitely machine, but really cool. The neck on this thing is amazing because even the neck is relic. It feels like a neck that's been played for the last 20 years. Pretty awesome. Whatever pickups they put in this too really nails the sound. It's actually a pretty badass Stratocaster. To me it plays like an American-made Stratocaster.
Very cool.
You can hook it up.
You want to go to the board?
Let's do your
let's do the amp.
Yeah, let's
cool.
do the Magna here.
Yeah, Magnatone. I don't know if you're familiar, but Magnatone was an old brand back in the 50s. They got revived. I think Billy Gibbons invested in that. This is a Magnatone stereo Twilighter. It's basically it's 44 watts. But what's interesting about it is it's 212 and there's two discrete amps inside driving those speakers. So there's two 22-watt amps. Okay. So if you ever want to attenuate it, you got to have two attenuators. Wow. That's why I don't attenuate it yet. But I eventually will. It is actually kind of a loud amp for 44 watts. I've only ever gigged with it in the lower output, the lower input. Yeah. And it still sometimes can be a little loud. I even had to put like a rubber washer under the volume knob, so I have it right in the sweet spot where it's like right where the dynamics open up before you start adding volume. And that's where it sits. Nice. But I actually bought this from Emerald City Guitars while I was on vacation in Seattle. It was my one souvenir from that trip.
Nice. Very cool.
Awesome.
All right, let's look at your pedal board.
Yeah.
All right, so signal chain comes in here.
Yep, signal chain. Basically, I have wah first. Okay. And then from the wah, go to this MXR micro amp. Micro amp is like an always-on pedal. I really use it as like a pickup balancer. Some guitars have hotter pickups than others. Basically, it's got the good one knob you can get with your boot. and adjust for volume. You kind of learn the guitar's differentials over time, right? I have a lot of drive pedals on the board right now. I'm kind of in between trying to figure out some things, but we go right into this is a pedal from Love Pedal called the Box of Awesome. Okay. And it's basically like a Kalamazoo on one side and an OD11 on the other side. I'm using the Kalamazoo as like just a little EQ, always on type thing. And then I also have the King of Tone, and I have both of these on. I don't know why. Who has three always on pedals? But there's just something about the colors that they stack. I mean, they're not boosting volume in any way. They're just kind of adding their own like tonal palette to the signal before it gets to the amp. And I try to go with one over the other, but as soon as we start playing, it just sits in the mix so well with both of them on. I haven't put a finger on it yet. They may stay. Yeah. Right. And then my high gain drive is this is also from Love Pedal. This is Black Magic Zen drive. So basically, Love Pedal got the rights to the Zen drive to start manufacturing them, and then they've done a whole bunch of really cool mods off of that circuit. And this is a high gain version. Okay. I mean, it's so high gain. This is the gain knob right now. Yes. You know, so it's like 7. Yeah, exactly. And then from there we go to Phase 90. Phase 95, rather. This is the Phase 95, so it's got like basically 4 different phase pedals in there based on it. I have it set to the script version because it seems a little bit more out there. Yeah, it's not toned down, right? And so that's something I've gotten recently. Still trying to figure out where it sits because a lot of times I use a lot of the mods in this Mobius pedal, and I basically lucky for me. The patches that I like the most in the Mobius, they're all near each other. So I got a rotary pedal here. I got a really throbby Univibe, and then this elliptical phaser. That's pretty much the only 3 things I use on it. And then from there, I got some time-based effects. I got the carbon copy delay, DL4. DL4 is relatively new. I'm still trying to figure it out. There's a lot of knobs, a lot of switches. I know Mike McCready used this one, so I figured it was a good fit for the board, but I still keep seeming to going back to the carbon copy. And then I got a Hall of Fame reverb. The reverb in that Magnetone is incredible. But I also got a Marshall that I gig with for bigger rooms. Yeah. That's an old 76. There's no reverb, so I use this for things. Because I got a reverb for like Yellow Ledbetter and whatnot. Right. And then tuner on the back end, Sonic Research. And then I got a Archer clone for my boost pedal that's at the end of the channel. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much again.